some universities and polytechnics across the region. Among these issues are the increase in tuition fees and the disbandment of SUGs at institutions such as LAUTECH, UNILAG, Federal Polytechnic Ede, and the Osun State Polytechnic Ire.
We hereby issue a 14-day ultimatum to UNILAG, OSPOLY and LAUTECH, and Ede Poly, and also University of Relation, to restate its students' union.
We are urging Nigerian government that they should meet with all the VCs, the rectors, and the provost of every institution that the increments, the policy of increments in our tuition fee should reverse.
They emphasize the need for students in private institutions to benefit from NEL Fund.
It's part of our agitation as well to agitate for them, to include the students of private institutions to the programs of NEL Fund.
Elsewhere, the Vice Chancellor of Bowen University, Professor Jonathan Babalola, at this press conference said since NEL Fund is a social scheme designed to assist the underprivileged, it should not be restricted to students of public institutions alone.
The NEL Fund one is a loan meant for Nigerians. So I believe anybody is in the private university and needs such loan should also be given. Since it's a loan that will be returned, that will be paid back on the long run, why do we discriminate against some? I want government to know, not all students in private university are rich enough to afford it. There are some who, because of strikes in public university, will not want their children to waste their years in public university.
Professor Jonathan Babalola also urged the federal government to allow more time before implementing the 18-year age limit for university admission in Nigeria.
I believe that even if such 18 will be implemented, there should be a moratorium of the number of years it takes people to get to university level before such will be implemented, and that is 12 years. So if that moratorium is not there, it will just be unfair.
Additionally, he called on TED Fund to extend its grants to private higher institutions. Rafiu Hamid, TVC News, Iwo, Osun State.
In Ekiti State, the First Lady of Nigeria, Oluremi Tinubu, has promised to continue to transform the lives of the less privileged in the country through various programs. The First Lady was represented by the wife of the Vice President, Nana Shetima, at the launch of the Renewed Hope Initiative Food Outreach Program. She noted that the initiative is a vital component of the social investment program aimed at reaching out to people in the society.
Our hope is that this initiative will have a tangible impact on the lives of those we are here to support. As we distribute these assorted food items, we encourage the beneficiaries to utilize them for the well-being of their families. A healthy family forms the foundation of this thriving society, which is ultimately our goal.
I extend our deepest appreciation to Her Excellency, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, First Lady of Nigeria, for this impactful gesture under our Renew Hope Initiative Food Outreach Program. We are honored by this generous support for Ekiti people, especially the vulnerables, during a time like this, when many of our citizens are faced with economic challenges. We are equally grateful to Your Excellency, Ajia Nana Shetima, for representing the First Lady of Nigeria here today.
A bit of health now. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has launched a free cancer screening campaign to address rising cases of cancer in Nigeria. Mayowa Okwato reports.
Cancer remains one of the leading causes of morbidity and mortality worldwide. The estimated cases and deaths from cancer in Nigeria, according to the World Health Organization, were 100,000 cases with about 79,000 deaths. This cancer awareness screening campaign is an initiative of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Foundation Limited. They seek to address late-stage diagnosis of cancer, which occurs due to limited access to cancer screening facilities.
A lot of these cancers are curable if you catch them at the very, very early stage. We encourage them, let them come, let's screen them, and if we catch them very early, we can do something. virtually all the experts. And the good thing with Benue is that virtually all the experts are in Magodu.
For the beneficiaries, this gesture would make a life-saving difference.
I feel really, really happy because for some week now I've been trying to do this screening. So when I saw the awareness yesterday, I was so excited.
The event also features health talks and consultations with health specialists.
Our people have known the importance of this. On our own part, I try to ensure that the awareness has been created.
It is a clarion call to each of us here today, public and private institutions alike, non-governmental organizations, and well-meaning individuals to work in solidarity and act to support the health of our communities in the face of a disease that has impacted many lives.
With focus on prostate, cervical, and breast cancer, the campaign aims to reach about 3,000 persons across the 6 geopolitical zones, with screening centers in Kaduna, Rivers, Ondo, Imo, Gombe, and Benue State. Mayowa Okwanto, TVC News, Makadi.
To your state, where herders and farmers have been advised to put aside their differences and live in harmony to address the growing challenge of food insecurity in the country. This formed part of a discussion during a 2-day community engagement program in Ibadan. Senior reporter Olaide Oyewale has the story.
The farmers' herders crisis in Nigeria has been a long-standing issue, as the conflict has resulted in significant loss of lives, displacement of communities, and economic instability. Despite the effort put in place by the government, it has persisted. In an effort to promote sustainable solutions to the lingering conflict, this community engagement program was initiated to bring both parties together in order to foster mutual understanding and highlight the benefits of peaceful coexistence in Oyo State.
We know in the recent past there has been problems between crop farmers and herders, and in some areas of Oyo State it has caused a problem, crisis that we understand about 2 years ago. We know what happened. And the herders are here. We cannot throw them away. The crop farmers are also here. And the idea is that, can we begin to integrate? Nobody is living anywhere for anybody. So the aim is just for them to begin to see the need for peaceful coexistence.
And so far so good. I can see that the training is going well, and then the participation has been very active, which shows that all those who are inside that hall right now, they are learning what is right. They are also willing and ready to put it into practice.
Representatives of farmers and herders at the event pledged to live in unity, expressing their newfound understanding of the importance of taking legal action in case a crisis erupts.
Farmers, they don't know that when they can close the cow, they can kill the cow on the farm, but it's not. It's about the law. I will tell them, don't do this one, no, don't do this one. When the Fulani destroy your farm, call them, sit down and settle each other.
I noticed so many things from the crop farmers. Some of them, I noticed that they came here with many reactions. When this training started, I noticed that many of them were happy.
The event is a paralegal training put together by the Justice Development and Peace Commission, Ibadan, with the aim of strengthening legal knowledge and community communication. Olaide Oyewale, TVC News, Ibadan.
And that's all we can take.